Just as a disclaimer before I get into today's video, please do not buy crates. Gambling for something that you might or might not get with a very low drop chance is an absolutely terrible idea. Sure, the VK90 crate isn't too bad because you're guaranteed something that's good either way, but that's not really gambling because you know what you're gonna get, either gold or the tank. When it comes to these Soviet invasion containers, you don't know what you're gonna get. There's a whole list of drop chances in here, and yeah, chances are you're not going to actually get a vehicle. But with that being said, we're gonna spend $10, and we're gonna hopefully get a tank. I've done this one previous time, but I've always thought this was a cool video idea. Basically, I'm gonna spend my money on 3 crates, and there's a 10% drop chance, so I could get really lucky and get a vehicle out of them. Chances are I'm not going to get anything, but if I do get a tank out of them, I'm going to make a review on the vehicle I get, because I always think that's a cool way to make a review, is one that I don't even know what I'm making my video on. So let's go over to this store, or actually I already bought them, so let's just make my way over to the other tab and open! Are you kidding me? The first crate, and I get a vehicle. T54 mod 1. Alright, second crate, 500 gold, and the third crate. Okay, so, yeah, I guess I'm playing in the 54 mod 1. I'm not going to complain. I got gold for it, 3,750 gold, but not actually that much gold, judging that I did spend $10. So, there you go. Let's go play in the 54 mod 1. This is a tier 8 Soviet medium tank, a vehicle that isn't really great anymore. It's still good. It's got decent armor on the upper plate. It's got like, what, 200-ish millimeters? It's kind of like the T-54 at tier 9, just brought down with the same armor, but its gun is obviously much worse. Now, I actually don't mind the gun on this vehicle. It's got decent DPM at 2100, its dispersion isn't that bad, and neither is the aiming time. I never really disliked the gun on the mod 1. It's just the fact that it sacrifices a lot of mobility. It goes 44 kilometers per hour with a power-to-weight ratio of 17.4. And if you compare that to a vehicle like the T-44, that has a top speed of 51 with a power-to-weight ratio of 22, and not to mention the top gun on this vehicle gives you 7 degrees of gun depression, you do gain a lot on a vehicle that's not even regarded good compared to the mod 1. But let's get into some gameplay and see how this Soviet tier 8 premium works. As I said though, I wouldn't suggest to buy these crates unless you really have money to blow, but I would just wait. If you want a vehicle like the mod 1 or you want any of those specific tanks, just wait for them to come into the store. It'll be cheaper. For like 20 bucks you can probably get your hands on an STG or any of the tier 8s that you want. For a mod 1 you can probably get it for 10 bucks. But let's see what the enemy team has. They got a WZ-111, WZ-120. Wow, that's not going to be fun to fight. They also got an M6A2E1, they got an E75 TS, and a 53 TP. Alright, I'm not super stoked for that lineup, but we'll see what we can do here. What do I have on my team? Well, Indian Panzer. Hopefully my team pushes up. We'll find out. Looks like they are pushing this way. That's great. That is definitely very helpful for me, because if we can hold medium side, it gives you a massive advantage out there on the battlefield. So speed is key. But as you can see, the mod 1, it really isn't super fast. I'm already up to my top speed, and that's it. You don't really feel that much like a medium. It's definitely more mobile than heavies, and when you compare it to vehicles like the Super Pershing, it's not bad. It's just the fact that the armor, especially against the newer tier 8s, doesn't work all too well. Now, weirdly enough, nobody went to this side of the map on the enemy team, so I'm just gonna continue pushing through. Could be a terrible idea, and it probably is. I'll run into a tank destroyer or something that'll absolutely ruin my day, but maybe not. Oh, there's a WZ-111. Let's continue pushing. Perfect. Okay, the WZ can't spot me, although that vehicle might be able to. There you go. Nice tap right into the 53 TP. I'll take it. Come on, bounce my upper plate. Bounce it. Bounce it. You know you want to. Do it. Do it, my guy. Now, this angle here, this is where my armor will actually work quite well, because obviously a 53 TP aiming at my angled armor isn't really going to be a chance of penetrating me. Nice tap into the WZ, though. Obviously, I don't want to be able to be shot by that guy later on, so I'm very happy that I was able to get a shell into that player, and actually, yeet, there you go, WZ-120 taken out. Clearly that guy didn't know too much about that vehicle, because I don't really know what he was doing, but let's aim it on the side of that 53, easy shot, and a max roll as well, sweet. I will take a max roll. Let's aim in another shell on his vehicle. It's kind of sad that my premium has like the same chance of penetrating that vehicle as my standard. But now I'll just push over to the Sturmill. Let's get a shell into his vehicle. Boom, easy shot, and now we continue pushing off to the side. Now, vehicles like the Sphere will actually struggle to pen me, because this vehicle does have decent armor when it comes to mediums at tier 7. It's really just at tier 8 when the armor doesn't work all too well on this vehicle. So I'm going to wiggle it, keep on wiggling. There you go, another nice bounce. Can't actually penetrate the Sphere, so let's just go for the turret. There you go, nice penetration. And again, our armor is working like a charm here, so I'm just going to angle it. Beautiful, another bounce from this guy, even a premium shell. Sphere's taken out. We got the 53 TP, and we also got like the WZ-111, so I'm going to push over here, and beautiful. Now I am hiding my hull. Even if this WZ hits me, I'm going to finish him off, so yeah, not much of a worry. We got the 53 TP over here, and let us use our speed and power to come right up. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter too much. All they got left is an E75 TS and an M6, and apparently I'm a noob for beating this guy. I don't know. That's the biggest question I always have when you call somebody a noob after you die to them. That's always the big question. But hey, the Mod 1's armor actually worked pretty well in this game. T25-2 is getting some nice shells into the 75 TS. I'm going to come up to this guy's rear. There you go. Nice tap for 317. And yeah, this guy, he's probably not going to enjoy this that much. He's got the T25-2 on his rear. We're going to get a max roll into him, and we're just going to back on up. Come on, T25-2, pen him. Well, I guess not, but well, we'll just pen him with a premium shell in the lower plate, kill his engine, and if his engine's dead, I might as well just push off to his side, and well, this will be pretty easy clear, and goodbye. There you go. E75 TS is taken out. So this was a 3,600 damage game. Kind of ironic how a vehicle that I called not so great nowadays still did a really solid job. Yeah, in a matchup like that, if you know what you're doing, you can obviously do well in any tank. We didn't even get a mastery for that, but we did get 192,000 credits, which is quite a beefy chunk. We're almost up to 1 billion credits. But yeah, not a bad first battle at all for the 54 Mod 1. It definitely did its job. Its armor worked, at least a little bit. I didn't really get to use its armor because we only played up against a Sphere, and obviously the Sphere has really bad premium pen and standard pen. But against vehicles in this tier 9 matchup, like let's say the T30, IS-8, AMX 5120, they're all going to butter me. Even the E75 TS, that tank's really not going to struggle to penetrate me. Thankfully, the enemy team only has 2 medium tanks. They have a T69 and a Skoda T27. And the Skoda doesn't actually have the greatest amount of penetration. But, on the other hand, that AMX 5120 is in a decent clan, and I don't trust the enemy enough to not YOLO medium side. So right now, I'm just going to wait in this bush. It's always smart to stay careful, especially in a vehicle that sacrifices a bit of its mobility for that armor. You can have as much armor as you want, but obviously if you don't have a team that supports you, or you know, you're all alone and you get rushed by the enemy, it's a terrible idea. So I waited for my team to get here, but with the T69 over towards that side of the map, that gives me the good confidence that most of their team is off towards the other side. So I'm going to continue pushing up here. Speed, go, 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 go. Oh, there is a IS-8. We also got the T30 spotted. Maybe we can get a shell into the T30, and boom, there you go. Nice tap right into the turret, but oh no, 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 no. Okay, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the T54 Mod 1. Glad that I get full health ammo racked. Not much I can really say about the vehicle. You know, I mean, it is a T30, and I can't even say that any tank would have bounced that. He went right through my side, and it killed me. I mean, yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, the Mod 1, it's a good tank. We had a great game and then a terrible game, but that was just RNG. I still think that ammo racks from full health should not happen. I have tried arguing this with Wargaming many times, the fact that your game can be ruined, and it wasn't even your fault. But, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and, yeah, what a weird note to end it on, right? I guess I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.